All right, what are we seeing in America? Uh, excuse me. What are we seeing right now in America? What we're seeing is possibly the deep state that so many people talked about. Even John McAfee talked about the deep state, that these are the people that the federal government is afraid of. And what are we seeing in Texas? Well, Texas is rebelling against America. And I don't know, what are we seeing here? Are we seeing a battle between federal government and state? Right? Now, everybody has been talking about this deep state that is more powerful than the federal government themselves. These are the guys that do all the stuff, and there is no repercussion. Meaning no arrest, nobody comes looking for you. Right? Is that what we're seeing now in America? Where finally the people are sick of everything, whether you want to call it deep state or whatever, and they're rebelling against the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Now, what could Joe Biden do against Texas? Oh, he can make their lives a living hell. He could pull all federal aid to Texas. He could declare borders to be open in Texas. He could do a lot of damage. Right? We're talking the federal government. I mean, if he had the cojones, there's talk that old Joe Biden was saying he's got F-15 or F-14s ready. Head down south to Texas, and well, what are we seeing? Well, we're seeing a power struggle within our country, the deep state that everybody talked about, which must be Texas. The Lord is revealing this to us. The Lord is revealing this to us. Finally, the corruption, the madness, the mayhems, these islands, pedo islands, all these are in the Black Book. And people are like, well, maybe they didn't know about what's going on. Maybe they had no idea. Well, listen, we know the business. Movie, music, gang, everything. You wash one hand, and that washes your other hand, right? You wash their back, they're going to wash yours. So how many people's names? They're saying there's a lot of people's names in them Black Books, folks. A lot of people's names that are going to shock the crap out of this whole country. Are actual footage, videos. It's just phenomenal. And this is what happens when you let evil corrupt thy people. That's what happens. Yeah. Oh, it's just phenomenal. If you would see some of the stuff, the Black Book tells politicians are in it, movie star, music, people that done favors, slept with 20 girls that were, 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. Now, and this is nothing new, right? If you're in the rock and roll business, you hear what's the being true? Oh, about 90% of it's true. Oh, at one time with some people, music, very powerful, very rich people. I guess what does the Lord say? Well, or what? I can't figure the fruits of their work or whatever. I guess you get this. Nothing has changed since Bible times. These people still sell kids, women, human beings, even grown men. They still sleep with children. They marry children. There's actually stuff in the Black Book about some of these people married to very young kids, like 5, 6 years old, 8 years old. They groom them. their whole life. Very sick. So what are we seeing down there? What are we seeing in Texas? What can we be seeing here? Well, let me tell you what makes a great military. A great military takes order from its leader, which is the president, Congress, and Senate. Now, if they are great military people, they will follow through with orders. If Joe Biden says we're going to stomp the shit out of Texas, then that military is going to Texas. All the funding will be pulled. Everything will be pulled. Borders will be open. They'll flood it like a madhouse. Now, I understand Texas. Texas does everything big. They're getting swamped by aliens, right? Illegal aliens coming through the border, raping, pillaging, destroying everything. Well, we get it. We live in the happens every day. Happens in our borders up here, Chicago. 1 million people die. You know, it's new, but as always, Texas always their independence. They're going up against the government, Federal Bureau. Now, like I said, there's rumor that has it that we've got Joe on tape saying, no, they're ready to stomp shit out of Texas. Literally, X marks the spot. And then you got Texas that's fueling it. These people are fueling it by saying, don't mess with Texas. You know, don't mess with Texas. That's stupid. There won't be a Texas, folks. Literally, I mean, you get the right people in that will follow through on orders. There ain't gonna be no Texas. Be a crater in the ground. Right? If they even want to do that. Well, there ain't nothing out there. It's nothing but flat lands. Repercussions of a giant, huge blast. Well, being that it's all flat, we're going to have a shockwave that probably run all the way up here, upper peninsulas of God's country. But that's the price you got to pay. Whose balls are bigger? You going to let them do that to you, Joseph? The White House, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Pentagon. You going to let them do that? And then you got people saying to Texas people, so you going to do that? It must be true what they're saying. There ain't nothing but queers and stairs out there in Texas. Right? You're going to have this people go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we're going to send the Trojan horse in. Who? We don't know. It's probably the federal government or Texas. We're not sure. Someone did it. That ain't our job to figure it out. But is it going to get a mess? Sure is. They're asking for troubles. They're asking for troubles. Texas is no state to mess with. It's huge. It's big. They do everything big there. And they'll probably ride this out and take it all. We'll have another Wounded Knee. It's no biggie, though. You know why? Because nobody really gives a crap no more. We all tuned it out. We can give two up with. We can give two craps about all your names. It's disgusting. And I crap about any of these people. If you want me to know. Yeah. If you want me to tell you folks the truth. Yeah, it's horrible. It's just horrible. But that's the price you pay, right? For messing with Texas and the Federal Bureau government and all that. You folks are just pawns in a game. So what do I think is going to come out of this? Well, I don't know. Knowing Joe in the White House, they'll stand. Shut the borders in Texas, and they'll leave the rest of it open. Arizona, California, they're just going to come in, people. That's what these people don't understand. You can, all right, we'll block these people coming in from Mexico and other countries through Texas. But what about all the other? It's a never-ending story. You folks have wasted my money. They wasted my money. And you know what they say with people that waste the king's money, right? Off with their heads. So what could Biden do? Who really knows? What could deep state do? Well, deep state can come in now and challenge uh, these states, right? They want to become their own countries. Texas always considered themselves their own country because it was so big, right? We got now there's talk about now turning Texas over to the Muslims because they're looking somewhere to put all these Muslims because they want to start their own uh, nation in America. And we just don't have the room up north here for that. The only place to do something like that would be Texas. That's what they're talking about. So could Joe really come down on Texas? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Federal government pull all their fundings and everything out of Texas and then send the Muslims in and give them, hey, create your own nation in Texas. Texas balls pretty good. I know a lot of people would say, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, this is a game of power here. Whose cojones are bigger? Is it true what all these people are saying that the deep state runs this country? The deep state are the killers that get away with murder, the rapists, the pillages, all the drugs coming in, everything. Deep state controls that. And there's people out there saying that these people are more powerful than the federal government, afraid of the federal government. They kill the federal government, people. So that's what we got going on here in America. Of course, as already up here, shit, we've been running maneuvers with, we're landing jets on things down the road and everything. We go all kinds of, it's perfectly ready to go. The ship's coming in. And people don't realize, oh, we don't see no ships out there. You ain't gonna see with your eyes. It's way close that can hit Texas in a blink of an eye. The southern states. I mean, these people really don't know nothing about war and how good we built these death machines. And now people are saying, well, what can we do? Nothing. There ain't nothing you can do because you folks have all been brainwashed. You're a bunch of slaves. A bunch of slaves to religion and government. Bunch of idiots. They can do whatever they want. We're already dead. The ghost. If you're already dead. What a day. So let it happen down there, down south. What would I do? Well, I'd come to the peace table there and I'd bring the governor or whatever his name is down there in Texas to the table and some kind of agreement. Let our agents go in there and process these people. Keep your wire up, but we're going to have a small section there. And that section every single day will be bringing in people and taking them and anyone going outside that, trying to get through the rebarb and the razor wire and everything. Well, they're on their own. If they make it through the razor wire, they'll be Swiss cheese anyways. Bring in more patrol guys to patrol. Hell, you didn't want to listen to me. Now the other countries are using our drones and robots and everything, C-rams on their borders and everything. Right? Now, by rights, do we have? Yes, we could declare war. Bottom line, they're being invaded. More drugs have come in than ever, and more killers, madmen sent by the Mexican government to infiltrate. That's espionage and all this psychological war crap is all about, folks. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know. I don't even really care anymore. even care anymore. I don't. Right? We've seen the Black Book. We know it's all over YouTube. It's all over the news. It's all over the people's names. They've only released 1,000 names. Oh God! If you would, I cannot believe thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of documented thousands of these powerful people. Not 1,000. Oh man, you'd be shocked. It's unbelievable. What do I think we should do? Oh, you can't hire any of these people. Even President Trump had a connection. All these people had connections. We can't have these people run our country anymore, folks. I'm sorry. What they're doing is voting in people that are in the Black. All in the book. A politician just about did something, and is in the book. Whether it be they swept a little bit under the rug here, or took a couple dollars here, or only slept with 5 15-year-old girls. Right? They're all in there. All of them movie stars, rock these big time $1 million, $1 billion. Oh, they all wash my back, I'll wash yours. It was just what a perfect sting that this was. This is the end of America. Child raping, pillaging country. You even brought in London and England and everything, which that's where they had. This spilt over from England when they had them. They're just filled with people that were missing, kids missing and everything. Just, it was horrible what they said they did out there. I agree with Trump on that. I agree with it. These guys can't run the country no more. These people can't. None of them can. Not one of them can, folks. We got a clean house. No more voting, folks. No, we're going to clean house, put people in, and then we'll start voting over again. They're all corrupt, folks. Nothing you could do about it. These folks, never. They're filthy rich. They've broken every single law that God has put out there. The poor man will surely hop, skip, and jump right into thy God's Almighty's kingdom before these idiots. I don't know what to tell you, folks. They released all the info. It's horrible. It is just horrible. It's just phenomenal. I don't have a house. Sorry, Marjorie Marquand. I'm really sorry. I don't have a house. The government took that from me. Right? Government, banks. Sorry. Nothing I could tell you. Right? They were pissed about the Black Book and all the bullshit. How much did they steal from me? A lot. How many movies were made? Millions. Millions were made movies. How many others? Oh, just billions. Billions. Bunch of thief, rat bastards. They chose it, and they chose their states over God and family. And I can't help you people in Texas. I really can't. I can't help you people in the White House. 1984. When I was out in Texas for 6 months or whatever, it was a beautiful country, flat. People were very kind. But it ain't 1984 anymore. I'm sorry. I can't help. There's nothing I can do. It's just gone too far. Too much info out there. And it's spilling over to YouTubers. YouTubers' names are in the Black Book. They've been sending people in to get nude photos. Mail these YouTubers up. It's just disgusting. Just disgusting. They've been starting up a conversation. They send a woman in. Ain't even a woman. It's a dude using a woman's photo. Next thing you know, she sends a photo of her naked. The guy starts talking, yada, 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 sends a photo back to her. And then that's it. And then they take the guy's photo and they try and blackmail them or market to make money or extort them or whatever. It's all been found out, folks. Even some of these YouTubers involved. I can do. I wish there was some way to convince you people that America is over. The Lord has sent me to tell you folks, don't test thy Lord. He said he'll split this country right down the center, and molten lava will come out the ground. The ground will liquefy. Monoxide into the air, it'll create massive storms and massive death. You folks will just go to sleep, never wake up. Well, it was in the Bible. That's what he did the first time when the sky was burning. It was burning. So, hey, I want to thank God that I am not in the White House. There's none of this. I don't run the states. I don't run the government. I want to thank God that I wasn't around these pedo governments or rings or what. It's just disgusting. Purely disgusting. But like I told you folks before, we still times of the 1800s when Jesus was walking on earth. Back then, they sold children for sex, for slaves, for sex slaves. Did all kinds of stuff. Welcome to America, folks. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I'm the one with the disability, right? I'm doing everything I can not to flip out myself and just go completely crazy. Right? Who wants to even live? I don't know, but it's horrible. It's horrible. Of course, Trump is winning in the polls. But he ain't never going to make it to the race, folks. They're going to come down on him so hard. Well, he's got to pay $83 trillion. That to some lady now, and now they're talking about more lawsuits coming, more court time and everything. Why would we want him in here to send the country even more? Well, don't get me wrong. We love Trump, right? Well, I mean, if Trump runs, we'll probably vote for Trump unless we can get Bobby in there. Right? If we get Bobby Kennedy running, well, there we go. We're going to go Bobby, something's clean slate where there ain't this cloud over America as soon as they step into our beloved White House. We got all these child support scams going on. Folks, you know how many people are paying for kids that ain't theirs because they rigged the test? Yeah, they paid people off and had the test rigged. They had fake documentation made. Court documentation. Federal government paid fake. Counterfeit that they printed up. They do it here in this little town. People can't figure out where the paperwork's coming from. There's somebody in one of the apartments there just printing it off. Their own rules of how this apartment complex is now going to run. If you don't like it, leave. It's pretty much what the paperwork says. I had people calling the office, they're going, no, we never put anything out. Somebody said that they're putting it all over the doors out here. You folks don't own the place no more. This new law. Fake-ass country. I ain't paying no more child support. Dang kids are grown. Now they want us to pay for another 900 kids. We're done paying for kids. They ain't even ours. Go send them over to another country or something. We're already paying for these people, these kids that are coming over here. It's unreal. I'm eating hot dogs, right? I'm eating hot dogs. These dudes are driving around in Mercedes-Benz. They got beautiful apartments. Check coming in. They got Social Security numbers. Social Security. I don't own 5 houses. I don't know what this country, but I can't help this country. I can't help the banks. I can't help the corruption, the madness. Joe Biden. I wouldn't let these people bust your balls like that. If I was you, I'd fuck up the Pentagon. And they're planning a coup, Joe. They're planning to kill their into power, Joseph. Don't let them every weaponry you got. These ain't our own people. Brainwashed so much, Joe. They're under. I mean, if you want the truth, Joe, it's a chemical. It's a chemical hypnosis, Joseph. They're zombies, Joe. You're gonna have to show the best of the best. Uh, the federal government power. So you're losing. Uh, make Texas an example. What not to do with the federal government? They're already threatening. They have national guards that they're bringing in that are going to federal government, military, and all this madness. Get it going. Come on, Joe. You're wasting time. Wake up. Someone wake him up. Come on, Joey. Get up. Bust their ball. But god dang. Well, it's not hard to figure out. I mean, we got on TV talking. They already cut a deal with Trump, and this is what's going to happen when Trump gets in there. He's going to ask these people to help him clean the country or whatever. And then there's talking all this other crap, and Trump's all this and that, and then he's blaming Germany's all this and that. Much for Germany. I don't care. Get it going. Texas, are you going to let the stomp your asses like that? Huh? They're already saying that it's because Texas sucks. That's what they're already saying out there. I know street outlaws have said it many a times. It's so windy in Oklahoma. I don't know. But let's get this done. That's probably what's going to happen, folks, is there is a war going on right now underneath your eye. Federal government against state. They've raped and pillaged and screwed and raped, and most of these people times over. Your social security numbers have already been sold, and he's already got a beautiful home and gets $2,500 a month from the government, and it's over with. Now you guys get out there and make it a clean fight. Texas state. They're already showing all these states that are going to Texas. If the federal government attacks, if the Pentagon attacks Texas, they're saying they have these states they're showing in red. That will support Texas if this war breaks out, which that's stupid because now already we got jets flying everywhere. We got everything going on, tanks coming in, and they just give their shit away. It's like the Chili Pepper song. Give it away, give it away, give it away. They gave everything away. We even know exactly where ICMBs are. Right here in Arizona. Right out here in Arizona. We might have to get rid of our own state of Arizona. Sure that these terrorists don't get our technology. A lot of people are talking, are you kidding me? We got it. Yeah, right out here. Right out here. We might have to get rid of all this desert, all the mountain area, the higher Scottsdale area and Flagstaff and everything. We're up in Flagstaff. All that Phoenix, all that gone. Right? Because we leave no trace or evidence. We don't want these people to get our technology. So we got to get rid of it. So, all right, folks, you guys have a great day. God bless America, what's left of it, which won't be long. God bless the federal government in the state of Texas. Make it a clean fight, boys. Let's see who's going to run this country. Is it going to be deep state or is it going to be federal government? Which one's going to run this country? Who's going to be the head honcho, the head enchilada, the head bean burrito? Let's get it on. It's Rumble in the Jungle. Now, folks, we'll be back later. I want to thank God Almighty first. because we choose God before we choose any of you idiots. Any of you. We choose thy God Almighty and Jesus over all you idiots. Now, and remember, God and family, then country and state. But you folks got it all wrong, and that's why your families are dead. I don't know what to tell you. All right, and this cut. Mr. Kramer, that was an excellent speech. I wish we could use that and show them how to show them fairness, in total K-head. Well, thank you very much. It took me a long time to get that down. I could feel the power in it and the truth that is coming to America, which I don't think the people are ready for the truth. Oh, Mr. Kramer, I don't think they're ready at all for any of the truth. A house of cards, and it's going all out. We already knew that 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We tried to save this country. They wouldn't listen. They just refused to listen. No, we want to give a shout out to countries that did listen and are doing great, and their economies are doing great. And I do want to give a shout out to the rest of these countries that you can eat off of their toilet bowls. They're so clean. And the streets are so clean. You can eat actually off of the streets. Their buildings shine because they clean them once a month. Spray the whole building down with disinfectant, outside, inside, everything. You got a lot to be. You got a lot to learn. You got a lot of things you got to. Oh, look at little Debbie was sitting in the background as a sniper, waiting, lurking to take out Marjorie Marquand, who insists that he's going to try and scam me out of child support. You won't get a dime from me, you sick rat bastard. Your name's in the black. You sicko. But I'm going to let you handle and use you as a viewer and a sub. So you out. For how long, I don't know, but I would tiptoe lightly around Mrs. Debbie Fox. She's got an itchy trigger finger. Now, good afternoon, Mrs. Debbie Fox. I'm so glad you were here. I was just about ready to take out Marjorie Marquand, but I wanted him to show how idiotic he is and the scams that these people have been stealing me and my people. And my people. And can you folks out there quit calling yourselves Indians? You're not Indians, because people found out that I'm the real Johnny Indian. That's the truth. Part Indian. Now everybody wants to be Indian, right? I even got to say now, he's American. He's part Native. How come you got to be everything I got to be? You and Calhoun both. You got to be what I got to be. I'm Ethiopian. Do you want to be Ethiopian now? You want to be Ethiopian now? That's what I thought. Now, I'm going to run this country the proper way first, before anything. And the safety of our government, and the safety of our children, and the safety of our family and country comes first. I will shut this thing down tighter than my butthole and my bank book. You won't get in, and you definitely ain't getting out until we make sure you ain't wanted for anything. So, federal government, it's this summer's of the jungle, baby. You're taking on Texas, big state, big horn. Do everything big in Texas, and the wind blows strong because of, I guess, Street Outlaw says Texas sucks, which they might. I'm not sure. But ones that never answer to nobody get away with murders. They're the ones that get away with conspiracy. They're get away with sleeping with children, raping you, stealing your banks, taking your people in your bank, stealing from you. Everybody's stealing. They taking over the food stamp, the Medicaid, Medicare, deep state against federal government. Tickets while you can right now, folks. It's going to be the federal government, our own Pentagon, against deep state, Texas, Longhorns, from the deep, deeper than Little Nicky, the movie Little Nicky. You remember that dude, Little Nicky? You remember him when he slept? It was, I will eat your soul. Yeah, these guys are deeper than Little Nicky. And he's the devil's son. So, you folks have a great day. God bless everybody. And like I said, we believe in thy God Almighty. We believe in God Almighty. Take him up, baby. Take him up. Oh, wait, who is it? No, don't you. Look out. You suck. If that dang heart wasn't in the way. Debbie, so I can take him out. I'm going to take his ass out right now. Don't you ever come in here and say, Debbie Buzzkill. She's been a buzzkill her whole life. We're trying. Not a buzzkill no more. Don't you dare put. Go ahead. You got it, stinky garlic. Look out. No, everyone. Duck. I'm letting one go. Oh, I got him. I got his ass. It felt good, too. It felt good, Uncle Ted. Oh, Uncle Ted Nugent, can you do me a favor, please? Get the hell out of Texas because it ain't. No, they busted the wrong people's balls. Get out of there. Yeah, the X marks the spot is what we heard. All right, now where were we? Oh, I want to thank Little Debbie for coming in, and I had to take out garlic spread. I was going to take out Margarine Marquin. We let them go free, right? I let everybody out of my lockup, 80-some people. 80-some people out of my lockup. All mad trolls, killers. I let them all go. I don't have nobody in my lockup now except for garlic and Marquin margarine, which I'm going to need some butter because I love sauteing garlic in butter. So thank God we needed it, Debbie, in lockup. The boys behind the baseball pen there, they need butter. So there we go. Oh, what a great day. But folks, the earth's going to shake. It's going to rattle. It's going to go all over the place. It's going to be a great war. It's going to be World War III. Well, I'm not even going into World War III. I'm calling it is Armageddon. Thy Jesus is ready for this. Thy God has sent all the signs. It's all going down, baby. It's all going down. Who's going to be the massive killers? Deep state? Who's going to kill Johnny Kramer? Deep state or federal government? Or is it going to be the movie companies? Is it going to be the music company? Is it going to be, who is it going to be? Is it going to be the churches? Thy God no more. Another church collapsed in Manhattan. Coincidence that all these churches are burning and collapsing on their own? I don't know. The Bible did speak. The churches will go. People will gather in the masses to worship thy God. And they'll worship in thy King of Kings right in their homes. We don't need to go to no church. God is everywhere. He's everywhere. Open up your Bibles. If you can't, put in a Bible audio book and listen to it. Surely if you can hear the word of the Lord, it's like reading thy God's Bible. I got them all right here. I got Mark 12, John 6. I got Romans. I got 1 Timothy, Revelations. Um, got them all right here. Whole Bible in an audiobook. Audiobook. Yeah. If you can't read, listen to it. Get somebody to listen to it. I love listening to ladies. Uh, read the Bible to me. It just numbs. I'm like, oh my God. And is that supposed to be when God and everything? It turns me on. I'm sorry, but a lot of pastors were saying, well, you're not gay. No, no, I find it very sexy when a woman uh, is being a woman, right? Especially when they're reading the good book to you, right? Well, God, the Creator created these precious things for us: women, uh, guitars, guns, race cars. It's all created by that God. Well, hey, garlic spread, uh, margarine. Have fun in the lockup tank. Be good in there. Uh, be good. Hey, oh, my heart bleeds for you, Benny Keys. I know you're out there. I know you're listening. You always listening, Benny. Uh, my heart bleeds for you. You got photos taken too from you and people showing your photos all over. I know a lot of rumors say they're back in my day, my photos from right, probably everything that if they can make $1 off of me, they will. But I want to thank the most deadliest troll, or not troll, mod. One of my most deadliest tribal women, Mrs. Debbie Fox. Very deadly. She just sat there and watched, waited for the right time, and then sprung on him like a minx, like a Black Panther in the woods. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Yes, I unblocked everybody. I unblocked everyone. I let everybody out. I had 80 some people locked up in there, and they're all out. I unlocked everyone. If you don't believe me, I will open up my studio right now and show you that I have nobody in lockup. Nobody. I have nobody in lockup. Not a zero. Let me see. Cynthia Kramer. Block everyone so it can just be you and this boring retard Fox. Oh, you shouldn't really use names like that. It's obvious. Oh, you must be related to Jim Kramer, that guy that used Wall Street guy, right? Right? He played the Wall Street and all that shit. Let me check my book. Oh my God. I want to thank God and the government for sending us this. What's the last name? Kramer. C, not with a K. They're not related to me, folks. All right. Yeah. I'm so sorry about that, but that black book tells a million stories. Debbie, do you feel like you want to? Should we time out Miss Cynthia Kramer? Oh, Miss ATS News. Good evening, Miss ATS News. We're talking about the war that's coming against deep state. I'll tell you what, John McAfee and uh, 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 Elon Musk and a couple of these guys, scientists, and a couple of these other hit it right on the butt. This deep state. These are the guys that run the country, right? These are the guys. Nothing ever happens to these people. Nothing ever happens to these people. Let me see. Kramer has blocked me. No, I see you, Miss ATS. I see you in there. How can she block you? You're a mod. You're a mod. How can she block you? She can't block. Oh my God, Mrs. ATS News, you ain't been playing jokes. No, Cynthia Kramer, a parent, you can block mods. Hold on, that's stupid. I haven't had a cigarette all day, so please bear with me. I'm very edgy, very crazy, very. Apparently, you can block mods, not me. You mean people can block mods? All right, let me block her. You want me to block her, Miss ATS News? Let me see. How can she ATS News? I don't know. How can she be blocked? Then it would have to be somebody that has hacked my computer or hacked my channel. To have that kind of power, it'd be a hacker. That's the only one that could have that kind of power, is somebody that can manipulate the computer and take over the computer. And a lot of people thought hacking was all a lie. It was a conspiracy. No, no, it is. You can make it look like anything on a computer. I can actually jam this signal and pop up and make it look like you're killing 50 people. Very dangerous technology, but I told them not to technology out, but they didn't listen. They never listen to the people that are trying to actually save the country and save people's lives. And here's the sad thing: we're poor. They got it flipped. We're the poor ones trying to save the country. And these rich people are raping and pillaging our families and wrecking our lives, as poor people's lives. They're mad because we go to heaven before them. They get to sit here and get pineapples shoved up their butts and all kinds of stuff. Do you want me to go ahead and block her, Miss ATS News? Is that what you're saying? She ain't related to me. No, no, different name. That's Jim. That's Jim Cramer, the Wall Street dude that was famous and had his own radio show, ran his mouth. Everybody told him, "Shut your mouth," and he drove everybody completely mad, completely cuckoo with Wall Street and everything. Oh, now all of a sudden I'm not blocked. Oh, you mean you? I don't know, who is it. It could be Alfredo Franco, the crazy Dutchman. Yeah, the crazy Dutchman. Holland or whatever. They're crazy over there. Pretty sure then Deho. One of them. Cindy Deho. It might be. It might be. They all live around me here. You call the police, you tell you got a problem in this town. What? You got a problem in the town and the little subdivisions and everything. They act like John Travolta and Mr. Carter. They become dumb instantly. You can't tell them nothing. They're going to kill that dude over there because he's been peeping Tomming in everybody's window. Because we called you 50 times. The 6-foot prick up. You didn't want to. So now, I don't know if he's alive or dead. I really don't care. Do your effing jobs and you wouldn't have a deep state murdering festival. You ain't never going to jail. Not one single one of them are. Why? Because they're deep state and we answer to nobody. Piss Texas off. Oh my God, look at it outside. The wind is starting to pick. Oh my God, it's horrible here. Oh my, Texas must just be sucking big time today. I love it. Madness. Compliments of your federal effing government and your states. Your states and rich and mad men. Compliments of them. Dutchman gets no rat jacket. Miss ATS News. I know, they're all jealous. Everyone's like, he's getting a rat jacket. Sorry, boys. But you let our states go. Can you believe this shit? They can't even. They can't even keep the rat. This is the greatest country in the world, but we cannot control these rats. They have overtaken New York and Chicago. I'm telling you, the John Hancock building moved 3 centimeters yesterday, and they could not figure it out what it was. We went deep down into the basements, and there was tunneling in there. The rats actually, and they actually picked the building up and moved it 2 centimeters. They can't even keep the rats' asses out of here. Greatest country in the world, right? And they can't even keep the rats out. You rats, right? If if they're going to do their job like controlling the rats in New York City or Chicago, it's no wonder these illegal aliens are coming over here, like just walking scot-free through. Come on, my friend. Did you bring tacos? Si, senor. I brought a bunch of tacos from home. Ah, my friend, we love tacos. Come on in. I also brought this kilo of cocaine for you, my friend. Oh, good God. How did you know our president loves that? We'll ship it right off. Senor, I brought a little pincho maramate sauce. Oh, my God, you know I love that hot sauce. Tacos and hot sauce. Come on in. Ah, God, we love it. The madness will occur and it will get even worse. This will grow till we the button. And every single country pushes it. And we annihilate everything. And then the Lord can create us all over again. This will be one of the greatest movies ever made in history. And you people are very pissed that it's being made, but the show must go on. No, I have no idea what you're going to do, but can you please make sure that Maverick ain't flying that dang war after 12 o'clock at night? The son of a bitch, he came through here last night. I want a flight restriction. After 2 a.m., no flying over my apartment complex, please. Please. I got to get some sleep. Unbelievable. Oh, we're ready. We're ready for the deep south. We're ready. It's a rumble in the jungle. They're calling biker clubs and everything. I'm like, call them, get them. Yeah, please do us the favor. Please do us a favor. Get them all in one area. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'm looking in the black book, all these clubs on the list. They all made cut deals with Epstein Island and everything. Well, I imagine they were all trafficking them back into the island. And that's how most of these people did it. See, we got a diagram exactly how it went. We got the script. We have plans of how Epstein ran the show. See this 17-year-old girl? See, she was with this guy right here. See this black book? See all these pages? About an inch thick. I'm going to give you the diagram of how this worked. You see this 17-year-old model? She slept with this guy. You see this guy? He was connected to these two guys. You see this guy here? He slept with this girl here and told her, keep her mouth shut. You got all the money you want in the world. So what did they tell her to tell her friends? Well, go tell your 16, 15-year-old, 9-year-old, 20-year-old friends that a lot of money to be made for sex. And then she brought in someone else. And in return of her bringing in a friend to Epstein Island, she was paid money, which is written down right here. See? She got reimbursed for bringing a friend. It's almost like a doctor's office. It's almost like a bank. Tell a friend to open a bank account. We'll give you $100. And that's exactly what they did. I slept with this guy who was affiliated with clubs. And clubs and whatever, meth and drugs, which a lot of the meth and stuff was. So these guys up at the top that were older, sack hard, you see, because they needed the meth. That's what it does to you. Gives you a hard on. See, so these guys, see, it was just a constant circle. See, and then you see this girl that was brought in by this girl right here. We'll see on this page, right here. Well, here she is. She brought in 3 other girls, and she was reimbursed money for bringing them 3 girls in. One was 9, one was 14, and the other one was 17. See? Now you see these names. These are politicians who are to all of them. And then what did they do? Well, keep your mouth shut. We'll have an after party, right? Now what happened here? Well, now we picked this guy up who sent all that cocaine to the White House. See? And you see, well, that's a sheriff. That's a Federal Bureau investigating agent, right? Who was supplying these 2 guys. In return, they got a kickback. Who slept with these 2 girls right here on this page. See? And that's why we're going to destroy this country, because you're a bunch of sick pedo freaks. And we'll destroy this country. And then if anyone's got anything to say about it, we'll destroy their country too. Now, how's that sound? Because if you want me to open the books on other things here, and if you don't think this ain't a black book, it's a black book. Now prepare for war, because we are going to use my Pentagon and my military to clean my country from you raping, pillaging, sick ass, butt screwing, gang banging ass bitches out of my country. There's the great Pentagon already told you folks on CNN and the Dateline and ESPN and all of them, you attack my country and be finding people to raise your children if they survive. You will have to dig many graves, because this country will be literally a gas bomb of nothing but bio-optics and nuclear weapon explosions. Now, you boys down there better get your shit together, because me and my boys are sitting in the bunker. And oh yeah, let me get my other book. And what these are our codes. Push my buttons and watch how much I knock the living shit out of you punk. Go paint your fingernails, you bunch of. Go paint your bodies. Go do whatever. Get out of my country. Before your president could even get in there, you boys ran your mouths, and we're ready for your coup. And we're ready for your trying to take over my Pentagon and White House. I'm going to show you boys how to bust heads. And we're going to show you how to do it the old-fashioned way. The Hoffa way. And don't bother about finding Hoffa. He's perfectly fine. Idiots. No, you folks have a great job. Cut! Superb. I don't know if we... No, I don't want to be in the White House. I don't want to run this country. It is too corrupt, too far gone. Pure evil and the devil. I don't want to run it. Well, Mr. Kramer, you are a ball buster. Definitely a Kahuna killer. Well, it's because I was raised by the best of the best of the best of the best. Dumber than a box of rocks, but balls the size of mountains. Yeah, no, I know, for one, there's no way I could do this without asking the Lord. Lord, there's this mountain in my way. And it is called the United States. It's called the earth. And I want to move this earth out of my way. Right? And there's nothing you can't do without God. Surely all you have to do is ask God, thy God Almighty, and his earth somewhere else. It's a movement. Think about it. They can't make any arrest. It's a movement. You can't arrest nobody. Freedom of speech. They can't arrest nobody. Can you lock anybody? You can't lock nobody up. It's a religious movement. It's a politic movement. You can't arrest nobody. The police can't arrest nobody. There ain't nothing. It's a movement. It's a power struggle. They can't do nothing. The only thing we could do is sit back and light it up on fire down to the ground. Thus, from the ashes, the phoenix will rise, and the country will reform, and we will rebuild. Bigger, better, stronger. Folks, we're heading for an earthquake here soon. Our buildings are not capable of handling it. They're going to fall. Everything is dilapidated. Spent more in disaster and building other countries than our own. Yes, it's true. Over there in Dubai and everything, they got beautiful everything they're doing. I mean, that was all paid for America money. Sure, the other countries live great. Their roads are like gold. Now, here in America, you're lucky to make it 3 feet down the road without hitting a pothole, blowing both tires, and then having to get your whole front end realigned. You lost the bet, government. You lost the bet, deep state. You lost. Get out of my way. It's time for me to run this country. I want to shut all borders down. I want my F-16s in the sky. I want my Sea Rams coming in and being stationed around this whole border. Up in Canada, too. We love the maple. We don't have that much trouble from the maples. We love Canada. But if we're going to do this right, we might as well do it all the way first time and get it over and done with. I want my Sea Rams brought in. I want 2, not 1. I want 2 battleships in the Great Lakes. I don't care if you got to start building them now. I don't care if you got to cut the 2 we got that are in half in air vacuum, Michigan. But I want them battleships in my lake. I want to be able to sustain firepower from anywhere. Now, for 3, we're cutting the borders completely off right now. If you want to come into this country, you'll have to come into this country legally, not illegally. And actually, if you want the truth, we have over-sustained our population in this country. Now, I know a lot of you people don't understand that. Well, you think, oh, there's all kinds of land. There is land, but there is no treated water. Why? Because we're overpopulated. We cannot build water treatment plants fast enough. Therefore, the water's bad. We are going to... And the same thing with the food. That's why you have to close the borders. You have to let the herd thin out, or you're losing a battle. You're going to create extinction within your own country. Now, we are not saying we will not open the borders in the future. For now, we got to shut the borders down. For one, I have no idea what you folks are eating or drinking. I'm trying to be honest with these people. They just don't want to listen. That is the truth. We have no idea what you folks are eating. Why? Because it hasn't been tested. That's why. Look at little Debbie is just taking them out. Just taking them out. Left and right. I don't know what Cynthia. What was she saying? I didn't see it. Make sure you check out ATS News' channel tonight. Is that on the Chiefs tonight? The three chief guys that died, that they're saying was poisoned by the guy for AIDS. The new AIDS shot that's out that they're saying could cure people with AIDS. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they're saying. But make sure you check out her channel at 8:35 tonight. Well, folks, like I said, get out of my way. This is my country. Nobody's getting nothing done. I'm shutting the borders down. I will use my Pentagon. My generals know exactly what they're doing. And if it's right here in America, and they've come out and said if they attack my country, my beloved United States of America, that we'll have a war on our hands, folks. And these people will be raising their kids alone. God bless America. Oh, God bless those down there in Texas and everything. Right? We love you, but we can help you. I know one thing. If I was the president and they came at me like that and tried to pull a, I would have made sure they never did it again. Okay? But like I've told you folks, there's only so much these governors can do and only so much the presidents can do. He can declare something, but he needs Congress and Senate to back him on it. So, like I said, we're going to remain deep state right now. Good luck, Texas. We're all with you. Good luck, federal government. This is where we're voting for both sides. This shit. This is the shit. This is the going down. Right here we are voting for both sides, which both of these idiots are from America. Right? You got Texas government or the Pentagon or military. Right? Who are you gonna go? This is madness. We're done with it. We're following God. Get out of the way. Like I said, casualties of war. That's what we are. Lock everything down, man, and don't be sending no food anywhere. We got troubles as it is now, folks. We got containers full of food that have rotted. You know how much money we blew on that food, and it's never got inspected. It's sitting offshore somewhere in a container, just rotting away. Now we're gonna shut everything down, folks. If you don't like it, leave America. Right? You white organizations, you're all you gangbangers in the ball pen or whatever. Don't make me use authority. Right? Don't make me use my all this crap. You cost me a lot of money, United States, and I'm gonna get my money out of this country. No way around it. I'm sorry. Man. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Michael Fox. Michael J. Fox. Unbelievable, Michael. This is going to be a great movie. All the big stars in there. Next, they're talking Stallone. Everybody coming in. Everybody. Hey, Johnny. Oh, shit. I know I should never mention his name. Whenever I mention his name, he comes in here. Hey, what's going on? Rocky, keep it down. Oh, no, Woodford. You just keep it down. We're heading for war and everything. I'm talking federal government against deep state. I mean, we've never seen anything like this in our lives before, right? Not since Rambo. Remember that? Yeah, I didn't drop his blood. They did. I know that, Rocky. Oh, I love you, Daddy. What? I said, I love you, Daddy. What? This is unbelievable. We're getting ready to go to war. Hey, I'm going to pick an eyebrow. Go ahead. break his eyebrow. No, this is unbelievable. We're preparing for war in the United States of America. We're running people off of the roads. We're pushing people out of the way. Get out of my way. It's time for this retard run this country. A retard. They called me. That's what they called me, a retard. Yep. I don't know. We killed probably 2,000 Masons, Freemasons, dead. They're like, well, who the hell is this guy? I'm the one they can't control. I'm the one that's thy God Almighty sent to tell you folks your world is over with. Put your head between your legs, kiss your butt goodbye. It's all over with. If you don't like it, pack up. You can go over to Germany. You can go over to Europe. You can go to a lot of places. You can go down into Mexico, right? Aruba, Cayuba, on your way to Cuba, Key Largo, Rigo. Why don't you sing a song over there, beat it out of my country now, 'cause I'm ready to hit the button on the couch, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Celt, the great Celt's here, ladies and gentlemen. The great Celt. The great Celt. Hey, hola! Cut. This is going to be a great movie. Phenomenal. It's just unbelievable, Mr. Kramer. How do you do it? I really don't know how I do it. I come here to America. I come here, I want to go ahead and I want to be. Come out, I want to be. I want to say God in the sky. Phenomenal. Nice, some say that. No, the great Celt. What did Ola say? I didn't see it. What she said? What he say? Who say? I don't know. Say. Off the Florida Keys. Yeah, who gives a crap, Ola? Boy, Little Miss ATS News is getting spunky. Really getting spunky these days. I'm being serious for one question, Johnny. Is it true your mother was 15? I don't know back then. I can't answer that question because they don't even think my real mother was my real mother. I guess I was some kind of an experiment, the government's saying. All these great rock stars and movie stars, everybody, all the politicians, everything, they just all gave in, right? They gave a little bit. Give a little bit of your love to me. They did, no. Which now I have documentation proving that what they did, it's my turn to run the country. I'll tell you one thing. Families and the American working man and the citizens will come first. I'll say that much. And I got news for you gangbangers out there. You kill citizens, my working men, and there'll be no repercussion what the citizens do to you. There ain't nobody, not no president, not nobody. There'll be no repercussions. You leave our working men alone and our children alone. We're giving you warnings. We know you got your rich, you got your gats, you got your kitty bang bangs and your big gangs. We got something that's going to rattle your teeth, folks, and we will use it in this country to regain peace. You want to call me names? You go ahead, but I have a job to do, appointed by thy God Almighty, and that is to protect this country at no matter what it costs or what extremes we have to use to protect my citizens and my beloved Marine Corps and my God Almighty and children. We don't test us, people. We will show you power. We will go to sleep peacefully, with no remorse of the death we open up on this country from our own planes, from our own tanks, from our own battleships. authorities. You will, General said from the Pentagon office, you folks will be raising your children alone. You won't even be raising your children alone. I don't care how much money you got. The working man that built this country, the families that you stepped all over, are more powerful than any president, any politician, any star, movie star, or anybody else. Stay out of our way. Last warning. Hold on a minute. Indiana wants to talk to me.
John Kramer. Give me a message.
Yeah. No, I ain't got time. No, just shut the whole border down. Give them back up out there. Yeah. No, we love Texas too. No, we're not. We'll come to an agreement. God dang it. Yeah, all right. My job is never done around here. I wish this power on no man. It's just phenomenal. I don't want it. Right? We'll come to an agreement. We want peace in our country. But don't ever test my Pentagon again and my military, my Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, and the other 50 branches of governments that you don't even know. Don't even test my UFOs. Don't even test my authority in this country, folks. You'll lose every single time. Now we're going to get along. And we're going to bring this. We're going to shut the borders down out there. You understand? We're going to cut the zip to them hot gates. And they will be processed. And they will be put on buses and drove right back around and led right back to Mexico. Because we're overpopulated. Now, don't ever use my authority again. Don't ever use my authority again. I do want to thank God Almighty, the King of all, the great King. Let's see what Kelt's got to say. Oh, my God. Boy, you guys pissed off Kelt. You guys pissed off Kelt. Oh, our hearts bleed for the Marines that were lost. We got problems everywhere. Yeah, we got problems everywhere. We're going to shut everything down, folks. Don't worry about it. These people, if they make it through the borders, they will be sent home. We are going to be going around to each state, each little town, and picking all these people up, sending them back home or somewhere. Or we'll send them to Texas. It's the only spot that's big. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell them. What do you want me to tell them? What do you want me to tell them? Right? I got the Muslims breathing down the back here because they want to open their own. But because we were supposed to send them home, they were. Well, because they outsmart. Because they were brought here as slaves. And now they become a Muslim group. And now it says in the slave treaty, either we send these people home or we have to give them a piece of property big enough to house all them so they can start their own nation. And the only place to do something like that is Texas, because everything is big in Texas, baby. Even their land. Even their land. So, that's the only place we could do it. So what's this government going to do? I don't know. They better shit and get off the pot. I know one thing. Get out of my way, because I'm running this country as we know it as of now. Running this country. But me, we're shutting everything down. Everything. Everything's getting shut down. Everything. No longer will big business walk all over its workers. You hear me, big business? You hear me out there? No longer will these people control their lives, overcharge them, double charge them, triple charge them, causing more havoc than anything. Right? Big government, big business, you're all going away. We're going to bring Jesus one way or another on this earth. God bless America. I am broke. I am eating hot dogs. I am eating hot dogs. And these people that are coming into this country are literally eating steak and got cash in their pockets. I ain't even got cash in my pockets. I sometimes I'm smoking cigarette butts. But these people that came into this country, they got it laid out, spread. They didn't even have to work a day. Let me see what Kelt's got to say. Debbie, Johnny, and me can get our rants in. Yeah, what'd Kelt say? Oh, Kelt's throwing in. They pissed off Kelt. Son of. Let me up there with you, Johnny. Let's rant. I'm joking. Don't let me up. Dearborn, Michigan. Biggest grouping of Muslims outside of Muslims run country. Oh, yeah, they're breathing on my neck. They're breathing out. Mr. Kramer, what are we going to do about that? You said it's right here in the peace, in the slave treaty. Now you give us our land. I know. They should have sent you guys back home. You guys would have been kings already back in your. Whoever took over your country now don't even want you guys back. Hell, London don't even want me back. Right? The old country don't even want me back over there. Germany, London, all the Irish, Ireland, all of them. They don't even want me, and I'm their own blood. My family was slaves for them for centuries. Aye, centuries. Horrible. What do we do? Nothing. Sit back. Watch the. That's all we can do. Pray to God it ends fast. We can get back to normal living, integrity, morals, and integrity. Hopefully we can get back to our kids going to school and learning without being shot at or raped or pillaged or killed or OD'd in school as they're trying to learn in school. Right? Colleges. Everyone's like, what are you going to do about college, Johnny? I don't know. What do you mean? It ain't a college. It's a giant condo. What do you mean a college? There's more drugs and more rape and pillage and madness. College. They're not learning. They're not doing nothing but partying. It ain't a college. It's a condominium. They're just living there. Their parents don't even want them home. We called them. We're going to send your kid home. They were like, we'll give you another 50 grand just to keep them. All right. They don't even want their own kids. Now, I got to get off of here. I'm already getting attacked by the devil and all these witches and demons. And Kelt, I'm sorry they pissed you off. I really am. But don't piss her off. You don't want to piss her off. First off, we're going to get rid of all these groomers, all these YouTubers, all these people that claim they belong to these organizations, threatening, terrifying everybody. We're going to get rid of them first. We're going to get rid of them first. How dare you, Masons, even threaten the Pentagon and the United States of the government. I am their disabled child, poster child. You idiots, you killed yourselves. You killed yourselves when you tried to kill me. Your own families when you tried to kill me. I am their poster child. Their little retard. Their golden goose egg. You're going to kill it. Make examples out of you. You don't ever mess with the United States. Mother Green and the Akin Machine. Care what Mason levelry you are at. I don't care who you are. Diamond rings. Is that, you got masonry. I got buckets of rings right here, all Mason from dead men. from dead men. Don't ever test my authority again. Ever. I answer to God, and that's. And right now he's on vacation. Now I want to thank all you ladies and gentlemen. You've been experiencing the Johnny Kramer movie extravaganza. You wanted it, folks. We are making this movie just for you folks. They said this could not that way. You can't do nothing. I said freedom of speech. My country, you owe me billions. I'm taking it. You can never pay the $1 trillion debt that you owe me. And I'm taking this country back, Jack. And that's a fact, Jack. So this movie is being made. And there ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Not a zero zilch. Deal with it, punks. And wait until and one of my military men on the street banging pricks. I want you to take a shot at him. We're gonna wipe every single one of yous out, and we are gonna have a big party afterwards. So we piss on your graves and we pour one out to your homies. There you go. Don't ever let me show you my authority again. House will be having one of my little UFOs. You'll see a little blinking light come down and you'll never be the same. You'll be in the corner for the rest of your life going people wiping drool off your face. Mess with me. You people just seen what my authority can do. Madness in this country, and there ain't no way out of it. They're one of the greatest movies ever. Smacked you folks right in the face with it. I want to give a big shout out to my sidekick, Kelt, one of the great ranters of all. One of the great, which is proven point, there's more Muslims up there, right up here in Michigan. And you know the brothers what to do. And they don't come down here and tell me honky division. Right? I got no problems with them. We're going to find them a piece of property so they can create their nation inside of a nation. Right? Or we're going to find them somewhere to live. We might have to cut some deals with Africa to get Africa to take these people out. We're not sure yet. We're really not sure. But we're tired of flipping all the bills, I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much. God bless America. We should all raise our kids the way Johnny did. I didn't raise any of my kids. Nope. Seen one of them when they were a baby, and that was about it. I got no say-so over anything. Does that. The mothers do that. Okay? Men don't have no powers. They're pissed. Men, we did this for the men in our country. We did a lot. I used my authority for us men. None of these people's business anyways. But these people were raised on the streets where talking shit is the only thing they know. People's troubles and family business spread all out on the streets. For everybody to know, bunch of gossiping sissies, right? Bunch of gossiping sissies. And country, everybody's business is everybody's business. I come from a time of age, being raised where you shut your mouth. You don't rat on your friend, shut your mouth. Well, guess what? I never ratted on a friend. There ain't no friend that's done jail time over me. And I don't run other people's business out on the street. only business that has been in the news. And then that's for people to talk about. Is it any? I don't care how you people raise your kids, as long as you're not killing, right? Then again, I can't fight you on that because you were raised on a Bible that said you're better off to cut their hands off. You're better off to kill them than to raise a child that is against you. And that's exactly why these kids were killed. Because these people were brainwashed on the Bible and they killed their own kids. You folks have a great day. Folks, make sure you check out Miss ATS News channel tonight at 8:35 Eastern Central Time. I believe it's on the Kansas City Chief, 3 idiots that they figure out what happened. Or I shouldn't say they're idiots, but the Kansas City Chief guys that they're thinking poisoned or drugs were involved or something like that. Boy, I'll tell you what, we let them out. You know, I talked to my great mod last night. I said, Deb girl. Yeah, she has a show tonight at 5 tonight. Tonight's Tuesday, right? I do believe it's tonight. 8:35 on the Kansas City Chief. 3 guys that were found dead in the backyard, which is very interesting. Being they were drinking and on drugs and they walked out of the house and locked themselves out. They went to bed. Him himself was drinking and partying, probably couldn't hear nothing. And they passed. It's very possible. It's very possible. We're not. But I talked to Debbie last night. I said, Deb, I let all these people out, right? And if she wasn't right, she said, you know what? I bet you they come back and they bug you again. And boom, they did. And here are channels to attack us. We know they're not government. We know a lot. It's horrible. It's just horrible what we found. It's really horrible. It's really horrible what we found out. But I can tell you this much: this movie is going on, and it's compliment of me. And this movie is going to show our great and our love for our country and our police force. This movie is going to glorify them because that's what we were raised around our whole lives. Yes, and we will talk about that from John McGee, who was faked that he was a military guy. A lot of these people have faked being police, investigators, lawyers, military people. That's how they fake you. Even YouTubers. Like I said, the black book is right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever need to check it, let me know. Right? I think I've got a couple of Tesla books underneath there. You wanted a movie? We gave it to you. Shipping out more movies to you. You ladies and gentlemen have a great. Don't be mad at me, folks. Did the poison them dudes? Did the poison them dudes? Nah, I didn't poison them. They were all partying. Accidents happen. Nobody poisoned nobody. I imagine there was a bunch of them that were partying and it just got out of hand. I think 3 or 4 of them were wanted people anyways. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. God bless. I'm under attack. We're all under attack. God bless everybody. And the more they attack us, the more we will continue to do what we are doing in this. We'll get it right, and it'll be the greatest country ever. And send all that madness back to the Manson family, the Smith family, the Hubbard family. Who's the? I know someone came in my chat last night. Ron E. Hubbard or the talking about some crazy nut jobs or something, right? I thought all the Hubbards were dead. That dude died. That book died. The whole Hubbard clan died. I mean, weren't they old timers or something that wrote the? That was centuries ago. Didn't they come from the Smith Mormon Bible or something like that? Connected with them or whatever. I mean, it's all making sense. You folks have a great night. We're going to use our authority and we're going to make sure we get it all done. You folks have a great night. Be safe. God bless. Can't believe these people. I'm eating hot dogs. I'm rolling cigarette butts. I'm broker than a joker, and these goddamn son of bitches think it's all $1 million, $1 billion show around here. You believe this shit?